God, we believe for it. When the impossible, you'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Those are sure. I'm about to say, I know my throat ain't that Thank you for making big. Love a part of your day. Anyway, hi. We love the soundtrack for your day. Nice song. Okay. This is Vera Nashay. And I got stuff to do. So, I don't know. I felt led to talk about sacrifices. Every day, people are bombarded with needs or wants or desires. And as you know, we have to find ways to embody those things, to bring them into fruition, to achieve, to have, to meet the needs or goals of, and the challenge is, we have families, time is limited. We have situations that pop up. Life itself is fascinating. There's 24 hours in a day. There's a whole bunch of things we need to consider, but the Bible tells us clearly that he meets all of our needs. Matthew 6th chapter and around the 33rd verse, below or above, it clearly states that we can seek him in his ways at first. And all the other things will be added. It even went on to say somewhere in there that if he feeds the lilies and the birds and the fowl of the air, how much more important are you? So how do we apply all of these principles? Very good question. First, of course, you have to believe. You have to have that relationship, that conversation. This is not complicated. We are born of God. So when we're having these challenges or these questions or concerns in our lives, very well, Father, I bless you today. How are you? I thank you. Or you can just be more like, oh God, I would really like, and again, he's not Santa Claus naturally, but he's absolutely a good father. And he absolutely wants to give good gifts to his children. He would not withhold any good thing. So with that confidence, he said, come boldly before my throne with your request, right? And yes, there are, requirements naturally with like any father. They want you to adore them. They want you to obey them. We're not perfect, but they want you to reverence them and speak well of them in public. They want you to honor them. Think of them all the time. Of course, armed robbers swept through. Wow. CWB Chicago. What's that? Chicago Wide Broadcast. I don't know. So, there's a lot of things to consider, but keep in mind, having a relationship with God is priceless. In some cases, though, on the carnal side, or even the spiritual side, you have to sacrifice. And I don't know how people did not grow up hearing this word. Oh my God, I'm going to have to sacrifice something. That means if I want a new car, I'm going to have to probably work longer hours or move and maybe have one or two roommates or rent a car and look at the pricing of the car and see how I can make something over what I need. Or I can sell, I'm going to dedicate after hours from work. Me and my children, we're going to create this that we've been worried about or thinking about, and we're going to put it on the market and test it. It can be brownies, cookies, whatever. But you're sacrificing, like after homework, you guys literally just say they get out at 3, you get home at 4, or they get out at 4, you get home at 3, whatever. You're already there prepping. By the time it's 3:30, you're headed towards their school, which is around the corner, but still take a little 30 minutes, take a nap in the car. You pick them up and you come, you do your homework, maybe around 7. You know, you guys go to the kitchen, start to play with the batter and whatever else. You make these brownies. You sacrifice time. Normally between 7 and 9, everybody's winding down for bed. But now, starting at 7, you know, maybe your husband be home by then. You guys are literally sacrificing time to cook these brownies that you've already talked about at work and at school, and literally have decided to take them to the schools, take them to the jobs and let people try it. Take it to the different events like churches on Sunday. Maybe 2, 3 churches, you know, that you all frequent. Hey guys, we're making brownies. You know, it's not going to be a lot right now, but just tell us what you think if we were to put this out there. People already told you this was good. Your kids love this thing. Hello, everybody. So now you're starting to see a little momentum, but you got to think about allergies and the market. And okay, everybody likes it, but it doesn't mean there's a market for it. So now you're throwing walnuts on the darn things and pecans. Ooh, Lord, you've got some peanuts in some of them. Then you're mixing up peanuts like you literally took it yourself, put it in a bowl. Maybe some olive oil and a little bit of seasoning, and you made your own doggone peanut butter. What? With a little seasoning on it. That's just stuff I would do. Like if I was to make my own butter or paste, I would put my secret ingredients in there and let people know that it had a little bit of olive oil or some type of healthy oil, and that it did have peanuts or walnuts battered or buttered up, but I will have a spice in it, something that makes it go, it's whatever, because it's all edible. Nutmeg, you can try cinnamon, okay, something kind of sweet and homely smelling, like when you bake it, got a good taste or smell to it. So you're mixing it up, you batter it up, or you butter it up, whatever, and everybody's like, girl, I don't know what this is, but this reminds me of all holidays. Oh my God. It's that cinnamon probably hitting like the apple pie touch and all that. And people love that peanut butter with cinnamon. I'm just saying. And you put those brownies out there with the peanut butter or whatever, and people are like, I'm loving it. And then McDonald's carry the goddamn thing. You like, dang, we sacrifice only 3 hours a night. Maybe 2. Here we are, the billionaire stuff. That's called sacrifice. Not killing people. That was just an example. I gotta go. Oh, Lord.